In 2018, the World Health Organization reported that 34 million children around the world were living with hearing loss. 75% of them live in developing countries. Many could be helped through hearing technology and early support, like auditory verbal therapy, but too often that help never comes. In developed countries, hearing loss can be detected within weeks of birth and expert support provided immediately. But in developing countries like East Africa, children may not be diagnosed until they are 4 or 5 years old. By then, precious years of sound, speech and social connection are already lost. But it doesn't have to be this way. Together, we can change the story, little by little.
We exist to transform the lives of deaf children in East Africa. As every child is precious in God's sight, we believe that every child with any level of hearing loss in Kenya and Uganda will have the choice to develop spoken language, allowing these children to have the chance to communicate, to be educated, and to become full, participating, valuable members of society. Parents need support through the journey of having a deaf child, and qualified, highly specialists, therapists and teachers are needed to be there to walk and work alongside them. As an auditory verbal therapist, I am training 3 speech therapists living in East Africa as they all work towards qualification, specialism and certification in AVT.
Dancing? Oh, look at this. Oh, dancing, yeah.
We recently travelled to Eldoret, Kenya, known as the City of Champions. But beyond its Olympic legacy, another story is unfolding. We're supporting parents of deaf children and providing auditory verbal therapy by training speech pathologist Steve Kittur at the newly established Chishlo Centre. Real progress begins and depends on skilled audiologists and ENT specialists, as well as therapists with expertise working with deaf children using technology, and that training gap is clear. With your support, we can change that and help deaf children find their voice.
Because we do not have implantation centers, parents go through a lot of difficulty trying to find someone who can tell them exactly what the problem is. And even if they were lucky to have someone tell them the truth about the diagnosis, they do not know where to go from there. There are no places to go to for advice, no places to go to for counseling. So you end up relying on maybe social media, parents and relatives and the community, which in most cases does not have any idea what to do with a deaf child.
I'm the mother of Aliana. So I came to notice the child is totally deaf when she was 3 years. But I tried all my best to take Aliana to the checkup, but I didn't succeed due to the lack of money because I'm a single mother. It was so difficult to accept that.
Yeah.
First, I was so stressed up, and it reached a time I was planning even to kill myself with that daughter.
So she's been fitted with hearing aids?
Yeah.
And has anything else been provided? Any type of therapy?
No.
No.
Yes,
So,
since we bought those hearing aids, I've never took her to the hospital again
okay,
because they want money. Nothing is free there.
that is a big problem. That's a barrier, I suppose. Yeah.
So getting a real clear diagnosis like Rosie put up there was hard. You know, getting it early, and not just early, but the appropriate diagnosis was hard. In our country, for anyone to be deaf, they are called stupid. So we said, nope, not our daughter. So to wake up and we are slammed with a deaf diagnosis was such a shock. But we woke up from the shock and decided to accept what we had, and we looked at every possible help that we could get for our daughter.
Audiologists recommend that they visit the center twice a week, and that is what we did, and probably that is what helped our boy to pick up faster. The days that we were free at home, we had work to do with him, like talking, but talking meaningful words, correct sentences with purpose, and just what Rosie demonstrated, it works.
Mama, but Mama, some tea, some tea. So that's trying to get her to hear the high frequency sounds. Okay, could you pour? Should we give that to Mama? To Mama? We give it to Mama? To Mama? To Mama? Oh, I didn't have to, I didn't do so much.
She got Mama now.
It's just starting. She might be inconsistent sometimes, get it? She's starting to know that's your name.
Yes.
It's a tough journey. It was expensive. It was draining, both emotionally, physically, financially. When you persist as a parent, it's like you are the pace setter for your child. If you keep going, your child will keep going.
The future is bright, I would say, as long as we have the expertise for those who can support us. I think implantation is the easy part. Rehabilitation is the hard part.
This is Blessing. Her parents discovered she was deaf at just 3 years old, but they had no money to access help and nowhere to go to receive appropriate advice and help. They simply went home and prayed for 3 years. We met Blessing when she was 6. She had no language or communication other than gestures and pointing. I've been working closely with this little girl. I taught her how to respond to testing, and now, thanks to a wonderful gift from a couple here supporting her, she has been fitted with very powerful hearing aids. I'm standing in Eldoret in front of this lovely building here, which is the Chishlo Foundation or organisation here in Eldoret.
The story of our program and organization, last time we had a building, and we were thinking we were going to be staying there permanently. But then at some point, like all other businesses, the owner of the building decided it was time to move on to something else. I think he ran into debts or something.
We're in this beautiful compound, a big area with a nice building, a better building than before.
Wow.
Yeah?
I couldn't ask for a better place. That was smaller in terms of size, and we would have been limited in expanding.
Yeah.
So this one has enormous room for expansion. But I guess we always believe that nothing happens for no reason. I had a friend who introduced me to another friend, and as we took tea in a hotel, I was introduced to our senator. And after sharing my story with the senator. She confessed that she had never heard about such a dramatic story with very positive outcomes. And she just went on and said, "What can I do for you?"
Another part of our work is establishing newborn hearing screening, which Steve commenced in 2 hospitals in 2023, with donated equipment, but without funding, training and support, it couldn't continue. We've seen this happen too often. Equipment given with good intentions, but left unused because funding was not available to provide training to ensure its correct use. We want to see this change and provide the support and training needed to do so, starting with Mama Rachel Ruto Hospital in Eldoret and a hospital outside Eldoret called LSLear.
In Eldoret, alongside audiology and auditory verbal therapy, a new vision is taking shape, a preschool where deaf children using hearing technology learn and play alongside hearing children. This is a very new concept in East Africa, and Eldoret will be the first to do this.
Our dream is a future where babies are diagnosed early, fitted with the right technology within months, and given expert support. Little by little, we believe this can become a reality. And with your support and your prayers, we can walk this journey together. Thank you.